Hi guys, I'm hoping again that you can hear me because I haven't got the adapter to plug my mic in. I apologise for the background noise. It is my washing machine. Okay, so I do apologise for being late with this, a little bit late with this video as well. But we're going to relook at the BeeBeeCrafts, the other items that I got. So if you remember, I got these bulb kind of safety pins. Whee! Sorry, I am still in the middle of organising, which means my desk is not organised in the slightest. And yeah, it's just chaos everywhere. But I am organising currently, so I've got 4 trolleys and I'm organising it in seasons. So one trolley is Christmas and winter, one trolley is Halloween and autumn, one trolley is summer, one trolley is spring, Valentine's, Easter, that sort of thing. So I have pretty much got to the point where everything is organised into those categories, and then the categories that you can use all year round are going to stay on my shelves in my craft room, and then the trolleys are going to get swapped depending on what season I'm working on. So hopefully it will be more manageable for me. Anyway, so the bulb beads, the bulb safety pins, and the seed beads. And oh, as I discovered while reading my email from BeeBeeCrafts, that they are giving me a code for you guys to use for 10% off of your whole basket order, and the code is bullet10. I will put everything in the description box, but yeah, so yeah, cool, 10% discount, can't go wrong with that really. And I will put the items that I purchased, or not purchased, that I chose. I will put the items that I chose in the description as well, so you can check those out. They are really nicely priced as well. So I've cut these out already. I cut and stamped. So these are the stamps, the flowers, and the sentiments. The sentiments are happy, hi, love, sunshine is here, best wish for you all, and thank you. And that came with the tags as well, which I haven't cut out yet. And then it came with the dies for the flowers. And it also came with these dies, so for random shapes, which I will get out. So there's a heart there, and there's a like circle sort of one. I'll get them out in a minute. And then I forgot to show you the leaf ones went with the rolling dies. These rolling dies also had leaves with them, so once you've rolled your flower you can pop leaves on, but I did not do that. I cut them out, but I didn't do that. I was planning on seeing if I could use them in this project. And the project that I would like to, oh, that's coming out the hole up there. The project that I would like to do is I want to make some tags. So I will find out how to get into this. So I've just put them separately so I could keep them in order, really. So I'll probably fast forward this bit so that you don't have to watch me get everything out. Okay, so these are the bits that they cut out. So you've got the magnolia here, and I've printed them out. and cut them with the die. Just, I've done it on different papers with different inks. And that one stamped really, really beautifully. And then we've got this one. What is this? A dahlia, I think. And then like this sunflower type one. I did have trouble with this sunflower one stamping. A lot of the time it didn't stamp very well, like the lines came out thicker, but I think maybe it's because I stamped them all together. So, and then we've got the hydrangea here. That came out really pretty. And then we've got the rose, and I think the rose came out really, really beautiful, all those details. That one's a little... So there, yeah, there was a couple of them that seemed to like move on my stamping platform. Like, so they came out a little blurry, like this one, but we can still use that. And then you've got, like I say, these shaped dies. I've put that one in the wrong pile. So yeah, I am going to cut some of these, I think, and I'm just going to pop those to one side. Okay, let's see. So I've cut out a plain white in each of the tag shapes that that was included. Find with the white, there's so much that you can do to alter them. Sort of pencils, chalks, pens, paints, inks, like the shimmer powder stuff, all kinds of that stuff. Right, so what, or you could do like collaging. So these two pieces I actually cut off of the front cover of the Christmas pad that I got from My Creative Times, because there were strips showing the different papers that you could get. So I cut all of the strips because I find them really, really useful for things like the tags to put across, or for ATCs or anything like that, or little small dies. So yeah, they're really handy to keep hold of, I think. I like to do that anyway, so I've got lots of strips in my scrap thing. So yeah, I will, at the end of the video, I might show you how far I've got with. So far I'm working on the Christmas trolley. I mean, I've got everything else piled on the other trolleys, but I'm packing away the Christmas trolley, so I might show you how far I've got. But there is a lot of hay on the floor, so you'll have to excuse that. I feel like this has moved. No, it can't sit like that anymore. Like the cat eyes looking up at you, staring menacingly. You will watch my video. Right, so these are all of the dies that I've cut out from that one set, which is just incredible. Oh, apart from these ones which came with the rolling flowers, but still, all of that with the stamps and the dies, that is a lot to play with, I think. So I'm gonna just pop all of these dies to one side now, I think. Don't really need them right now. And then they're all kept together. And how I will store these is because they come with the stamp set, I will pop them. The flowers I will pop on a magnetic sheet, and then with that I will just slide this stamp set in there so it's all kept together, because that's the only way that I can really think of doing it. I know you can get like the double sort of sheet ones, but as long as it's still in this acetate, I think that that's sufficient and cheaper. Oh, I've got to stop doing that. And a brush is helpful. Now this isn't watercolor paper, so obviously it won't work as well as watercolor paper would. Like the paint isn't going to move and react like it would with watercolor paper. And the reason for that is because this smooth card, I think what it is the smooth card absorbs the water a lot quicker than watercolor paper. If you notice, the watercolor paper has like grooves and things like that, so it doesn't absorb the water and the liquid as quickly, so it moves around a lot more. It's a nice paint, this. It's a nice colour. I might actually get out my other metallic watercolours. And the trouble with not watercolour paper is you can't lift the colour at all like you can on watercolour paper. Like there, I've gone a bit too dark. On watercolour paper you would normally be able to lift that colour away just by adding a bit more water. But you can't do that here. That's okay, it's going to come out all right. And we're just experimenting anyway, so it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be fun or relaxing or whatever you get out of doing arts and crafts. I find it quite relaxing. It's my therapy, most definitely. So we would have the middle a lot darker because the light isn't going to hit it as much. And the nice thing with colouring stamps is they kind of tell you where the dark bits are with the lines and things like that, so you can't go too far wrong with it. I'm going to let that dry and then go over with another layer, I think. Okay, so I have some more watercolours, and these were from Notebook Therapy. And they actually took so long to come that I think that they were stuck at customs or something, so they actually sent me another lot which I gave away in a giveaway last year, I think. So I'm going to try one of the hydrangeas, I think. Hydrangea would be perfect on watercolour paper because it just has so many different colours to it, blue and purple and pink, and it's dependent on the soil, I think, what colour you end up with. Next door has got a mixture, and my mini hydrangea turned out very mixed, bright blue, bright purple and bright pink, which was incredible. I love them. Right, I'm just going to go over in this light pink. Just in some of them. And then I'm going to take the light blue. But yeah, the hydrangeas in my soil seem to work really well. So I want to get one for the front garden so that everyone can enjoy its beauty. And what's everyone else's favourite colours? Not favourite colours, favourite flowers. Just ignore me. You do get these lilies in lots of different colours. My favourite would have to be the white lilies with just the touch of pink to them. And it's normally like on just the edges, and then the rest seems to be white. You do have to be careful with lilies if you've received them and you've got animals. A lot of animals are allergic to the stamen, the pollen of the lilies. So what I tend to do, or what I did when I had cats, because cats are they tend to go for everything, don't they? So I used to just, when I got them, before I put them in the vase, I used to pop them over the sink and just cut off the stamen, the yellow or orange bits with the pollen on, and just cut them off, and then you can display your lily in your vase without worrying that your cat's gonna get ill, because the rest of the flower, I believe, is fine. It's just the stamen of it. So it's just one to watch for if you've got it, if you get sent any lilies. It doesn't mean that you can't display them. Just if you're safe and you just cut out those little bits, it's fine. I mean, it's not so necessary with the bunny if I pop them up to a surface that he doesn't get onto, but I still do it just out of habit, really. And it's better to be safe than sorry. Let's do a sunflower now. Sunflowers, another gorgeous flower, aren't they? Oh, there's the neighbour next door. Oh my goodness. She had the biggest sunflower I've ever seen. Not the tallest, but it was gigantic, like wide. It was enormous. I'd really like to grow some red sunflowers, and I've had the seeds, but they've always turned out yellow. So I don't know. I guess I've just been conned. Again, just going over this really quickly because it's only really the first layer, and once it's dried I'll do a bit more to it, because it is good, especially if you're not using watercolor paper, just to kind of not overload your paper with water, because it will start to tear and kind of come away a bit. It's, yeah, it doesn't ever look good. And yeah, this one's the last, isn't it? The, like, dahlia type one. What colour would these be normally? They go for the purple, I think. Okie dokie. And so those have got to be left to dry. And let's try out some things on here. So, like, these are all sort of not things that I've particularly done. I might have done them once, but not so that I'm an expert or anything like that by any means. I'm just going to put some paint on the glass. So that it can move about a bit. Maybe put a bit of purple in there. Right, and now I'm just gonna kind of smush that in. That's kind of come out nice, right? And that's just got to dry. It will uncurl when it dries, hopefully. You could always put like a block or something on it, but then obviously you're in danger of ruining the pattern. Right, and I want a bit more. and then I'm going to go for some okay, let's go for the square one. Oh, that came out really pretty. I like that. So with that one, I laid down a couple of colours and then I flicked some of the other colours on top. I like that. I like how that one came out. Okay. I'm going to try it with maybe, I like how the green and yellow came out. So I'm going to do, I like the green and gold rather. And then I think I'm going to, with the brown. Don't like this one as much, but we can still work with it. We can definitely still work with it. Let's go with some of the lighter colours again. That's beautiful, I think. That one turned out beautiful. So let's let them dry. As you can see, that one's already like uncurled itself. Also want to give a little shout out to hashtag stamp play, and this is anytime, hosted by Susan Heartstrings. So basically you can show your stamps, what you've been stamping, colouring in stamps, anything to do with stamps, as in these kind of stamps, not postage stamps, although I'm sure you could share postage stamps as well, and that would be fine and dandy. Yeah, again, another fantastic collaboration. You can do this on any day at all, any time, any day. Just, yeah, when you've been playing with stamps like we have here. Right, yes, I'm going to leave this to dry, and I think that I'm going to upload this now, edit and upload this, and then I will come back for a part 2 where we can build all the tags together, either later today or tomorrow, depending on whether I can get both videos edited without falling asleep. Okay, well, I want to say a huge thank you to BeeBeeCrafts for sending me these absolutely gorgeous items, and don't forget that you can get a 10% discount code. It is bullet10. And I also want to thank Tonya over at Side Gig Crafts for hosting Watercolour Wednesday, Susan over at Susan's Heartstrings for hosting Stamp Play, and you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Love ya. Bye.